Hello everybody. Once again, we want to welcome you to the Old Time Gospel Hour at Keavy, Kentucky. We invite you to come down to be in the studio with myself and A.Y. Mills any Thursday night from 8 to 9 o'clock. And Brother A.Y., some of them may not want to come be with us, so I'll just say come on down, be with Brother Jonathan and Sister Kim. They're here also. And just call in tonight if you got something on your heart, and we'll take your prayer request, and we'll try to get it on the air so other people can pray for you tonight. But we want to announce up at Jeffs Creek, A.Y., we're going to have a singing for Brother Obe Brown, and the Lord has truly blessed Brother Obe, and he's recovering from cancer, and that'll be September the 30th, and that's on a Friday, September the 30th, and that's about around 7 o'clock. We're going to start the singing and the benefit for Brother Obe Brown, and we're going to have Bill and Carlos Mills, their group. They just got through singing tonight, and they're going to come up and be with us. And of course, Bill Brown will be there, A.Y. We're always glad to have Bill Brown up with us. And we're going to have Brenda Gross just right here from Keavy. She's coming and going to help us, A.Y. And her daughter's coming, Sister Kim Lovins. And we can't wait to hear you sing, Kim. We've heard you in the studio warm up a little and everything. But we're going to have a good time up there at Jeffs Creek, September the 30th for Obe Brown singing. It's on Friday at 7 o'clock. But tonight, A.Y., we want to send our program out tonight to Mildred Smith down at Bimble. And I saw Mildred down at a lumber company this week, and Mildred said she watches us, A.Y., on Thursday, and she just wanted to tell you hello and everything. And we want to send a program out to Mildred at Bimble, Kentucky, and also Myrtle Leaf out at Flat Lick, and we know Myrtle knows where that old Flat Lick Baptist Church is at Flat Lick, and Myrtle, they're here tonight, and we know you'll get a blessing. Just stay tuned. And also want to send a program out to Lovella Smith. I go to church with Lovella at Turkey Creek, and her nickname is Dobie. A.Y. I'll tell you what, our nickname's Dobie, and once I married one of Woodrow Bingham's daughters. He had three, and her father had three daughters, and they all married in 1 year. And I married the last one, and I called her O'Reilly, because I figured that was the last one in the pen was O'Reilly. And when I got that nickname Dobie, that made me think I got O'Reilly, but that was the last daughter that Woodrow Bingham had, and I married her, Mary Ann, and want to send the program out to my wife. Been married since 1983 to her. Good woman. Also tonight, Brother Jonathan, they've got two Tim Couches in Leslie County, and one of them is the pro football quarterback, the first-round draft pick of the Cleveland Browns way back when. But the other one is my good friend A.Y., Brother Tim Couch, the state representative, and he's fell off a ladder, A.Y. And I told him in Frankfort that he fell off the ladder trying to get a cat out of a tree. But now that wasn't hardly right, A.Y. I shouldn't have said that about him. But he did fall off an 8-foot ladder, had a terrible fall, and he fell on concrete, and he crushed both of his heels, and he's having surgery on one of his feet, and he's laid up and broke his left wrist, and he's a good friend of mine, A.Y., and he's up there in the Hazard Hospital, and A.Y. called him today, and he said, boy, everybody up there at Hazard Hospital is doing all they can for him, but we just want to ask the Lord to just do a little something extra for him tonight to get him back up on his feet, and he's doing a good job. And I just appreciate Tim Couch, the state representative up there in Leslie County, and represents all the clay down there and part of Harlan. Tonight, we're going to get ready to get started with our singers, and boy, we're glad to see them tonight. I'll tell you, A.Y., it was a terrible storm coming down the road out of Stinking Creek and down the 4-lane, and terrible storm. But I'll tell you what, Jesus, He calmed it once in the Bible, and He calmed it tonight, A.Y. I'll tell you what, He even walked on water once. I like that part when Jesus came a walking on the water. But we're going to get our singers in just a few minutes, and this may be the youngest group we've ever had down here, A.Y., and I believe they are. They're called the First Steps for Christ, and we got Shelby. She's Shelby Messer's 10 years old, and Joseph is 8, and Matthew is 7, and they attend the London Elementary School in Laurel County here in London, and they're going to sing for us. And then we got the Messer family here, and they're going to sing, and And when they get the spirit just right, their grandpa's going to come and bring the message.
Amen.
Lonzo Messer, the pastor out at Old Flat Lick Baptist Church. And Lonzo, I think that's I think it is the oldest church in Knox County, or one of the oldest. I know it's an old church. And my grandmother used to attend there. And we appreciate you coming tonight and being with us, Alonzo. And I tell you what, if you'll stay tuned by TV or radio, I know you'll get a blessing tonight. We're getting about ready to go. We're running just a little bit late, AY. But got a few prayer requests we're going to send out. One of them is Tim Couch, the state representative. We'll remember him. Brother Leroy Warren, he's got cancer, AY, and Brother Donnie Mills is down in his back, and we need to continue to remember those two good preachers. Also, your wife, AY, Helen, she works with a woman that her husband is real sick, and he needs the prayer of the Christian people tonight, Walter Louder, and we need to have a special prayer for him and remember Walter tonight. He's very sick, and we need to pray for him. And also, Zandel Mills, he's got high blood pressure trouble, and we need to remember him tonight. Just feel free to call in tonight, and we'll get you on the prayer list. And this is Brother A.Y. Mills, our pastor up at Jells Creek Baptist Church.